What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Shane Rowe. Guys, grab your yardie's coffee, hit the like button, and thank you so much. You guys have been smashing that subscribe button. Keep on hitting it, and let's get caffeinated.
Hey, does anybody want coffee? Who wants coffee?
Guys, I gotta confess something first, okay? Because, you know, we stay caffeinated around here. This was my first time watching the Jamaican national team in a long time.
What did he say?
It was a bit nostalgic for me, actually, but I did enjoy it. In fact, I enjoyed it a little bit more than watching United right now.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
And I might have caught them on a good game, right? But for the most part, they look like a solid team. And if they can get a couple players to join the team, they can be very, very lethal, right? So in the first game of Steve McClaren's tenure as the head coach of the Reggae Boys, he pulled out the 2-1 win in Honduras, so away from home, which is a big result.
Seal it up. Seal it up.
Right? And moved us up to, I think, first in the Concacaf group, Concacaf Group A, B, whatever it's called. From the back, we had Bell, Pinnock, Lowe, and Lythe, I believe his name is, and the back four looks solid, especially Blake back there as the goalkeeper. Impressive back four, back five. In fact, Lowe was such a important part of squashing most of that, or controlling the back line, being able to squash most of that Honduras attack. That when he came off in the second half, I don't know why he took him off. Maybe injury, I'm not too sure, but you missed him. You missed him, and the midfield, you had Palmer that covered the back four, which was like more of a one pivot. And Honduras had their chances, but you never really felt too vulnerable until the end, where Blake came out with an amazing save to keep the game at 2-1. If he didn't do that, it would have been 2-2, and the standings would have been a completely different thing right now. So you could have gave Blake the man of the match just off of that one save. Now, to be fair, up front between Campbell, Anthony, Reed, they controlled the game nicely. They had some chances that they missed. So if we did bring in somebody like Mason Greenwood, number one, he would walk directly into this team, right? And number two, he would score a ton of goals against some of these. Let's be very. We drink coffee around here, right? Like, Mason Greenwood is miles ahead of most of the players he's going to face playing in the Concacaf.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
So, and to have a player like that with a Jamaica shirt on, he would be an asset, an absolute monster in the Concacaf. And if they can pull it off and convince other qualified, eligible Jamaicans that are playing abroad, especially in England, because then the training is of the highest level, right? I don't see why not.
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning.
If they can be integrated into the team properly, I don't see why not. Obviously, you have to give the local lads some game time too, but how well is the dude from Tivoli versus the guy who's getting trained by Man City, right? Because Kyle Walker is technically a Jamaican. So when you have somebody of that caliber that could put on a Jamaica kit, I mean, you go for it. And the thing is that as good as Jamaica played, there are definitely room for improvements. Like, chances were missed. There's no real link in between that midfield and the forward line. There were times where you see Anthony drop down into the middle, or you see Reed drop down into that area trying to be that cam. But we need somebody who is specialized in that area, who can actually link the middle of the park with the front side of the pitch. Jamaica looks good on the defensive side. Midfield, they look pretty solid. But somewhere between midfield and the forward line, there needs to be a better link. There needs to be a better transition. And maybe Steve McClaren's still working on that. Maybe he can find that connection in between. Only time will tell. But I enjoyed it. I did enjoy watching them. The team looks compact. The only question I would have is, from what I understand, we still technically haven't scored from open play. So we're having a problem scoring goals. If I'm not mistaken, comment down below, let me know if I'm wrong, but the last time we scored from open play was like back in like June sometime, right? We lost a couple of games in between that. And one of the goals last night was an own goal. The other one was from the penalty spot. Yeah, Anthony did well. He was bullying them a lot. So he did well to get the penalty, but still not open goal. Campbell came through the right side, created the own goal chance, and maybe I think Anthony was there to maybe be able to tap it in, but you know, technically you still haven't scored a goal from open play, so that's a little bit worrying. The next game now I think is in another month, so there is time for Steve McClaren to formulate some kind of a plan, get in touch with some of the players. Who knows? Maybe if I'm not mistaken, you know, Greenwood could be even qualified for the next game. So we'll keep our eyes open. We'll keep our ears to the street and see what transpires. But it was a good game. I mean, there's nothing much to say besides, you know, Trinidad. What happened? You know.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
I'm just saying. Guys, we're going to leave it there for today. We'll look deeper into the Jamaican national team because I'm actually enjoying looking into them and seeing some of. I got to look into see where some of these players play in England. I think some of them are playing on this side of the pond, right? So thank you for watching. I really do appreciate all the subscribers have subscribed recently. We're gonna grow this thing together, right? We're gonna support them together. Hopefully, by the time the World Cup comes around, because technically, with the way this thing is set up, right, the new Concacaf structure, guys, there's no way Jamaica shouldn't be qualified for the World Cup. And this is one of the reasons why I kind of stopped watching them, because I was just, you know, they got, after we went to the World Cup, we got so close again, but then, you know, listen, I'm not the one to talk about what I don't know, but if I'm gonna be, you know, a little bit critical, the JFF got to do a lot better in recruiting, in facilities, in relations with the player, because Bailey is another asset that we need to get back into into the team, right? So there's work to be done. There is work to be done, but I think with McClaren coming on, I think with even Greenwood maybe joining, Jamaica might be getting a lot more, I don't want to say exposure as well too, but Jamaica might be looking a lot more favorable to players who might be thinking about, you know, if they can get into an England squad. I mean, Rashford is still trying to get back into it, so we'll see. Guys, like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. God bless you, and GGMU. Peace.